you haven't done so already, you should tune your guitar at this point. To make sure that you're in tune with me, I'll go through each string and play it twice for you, so you can compare. So the first string, E. Second string, B. Third string, G. Fourth string, D. Fifth string, A. And the sixth string, E. Now that you're in tune, we'll begin with the left hand. You should check and make sure that your left hand nails are quite short. You'll find any extra nail is going to interfere. So very short left hand nails. And for that matter, you could keep your right hand nails short also. We won't be working with the right hand nails for a while yet, so it's probably easiest if you just have the nails very short so that they don't interfere at all. So the left hand, left arm. It's very important, again, that you think about the relaxation, the tension that might build up in the arm. Again, just like the right arm, the right hand, the left arm is also very relaxed. So you could begin just letting your arm hang and feel the weight of the arm. Just feel it being pulled down. And then just bend it at the elbow and bring it up. So that this part from the shoulder to the elbow is still hanging. There's no lifting motion like this. This part, again, is very relaxed, bend, and you bring it up. You might experiment a bit with the angle of your guitar. If your guitar is up too high, there'll be a tendency to be reaching up. If it's too low, there's a feeling of it's kind of tight. So what you could do is, even without the guitar, just bend your arm at the elbow and see where your arm naturally, where your hand naturally goes, and then place the guitar in that position. That should be about the correct position. Again, you could experiment with heights of your footstool and bring it down a bit, bring it up. Generally speaking, the head of the guitar is about eye level, so that when you look out, you should be looking at the tuning pegs. So let's, to begin with, just very relaxed. You don't even have to press. Place your four fingers on the neck. You might try placing one finger on each fret, or if that feels a bit difficult, maybe just on 3 frets. It's not important at this point. Just get used to sitting your fingers there. Don't even apply any pressure. Now, the left hand works with the use of the 4 fingers and the thumb acting as a bit of counterbalance. It sort of supports the hand. So you can think that putting your left hand on the neck is no different than, say, picking up a pencil or a piece of paper, which you would just do very easily, very relaxed. And your thumb would probably rest between your first and second finger. You can try that, just very relaxed, put your hands together. And you'll see that your thumb probably won't be over here or over here, but somewhere between the first and second finger. Then, simply increase the gap and place it on the neck. So again, it's a very natural action. We're not contorting the hand in any unnatural sort of way. It's the same as picking up a pencil, a piece of paper, or anything else. It's very natural motion. And then the hand has a very natural curve to it. There's no twisting of any sort. The fingers of the left hand are also notated. In other words, this finger is number 1, index finger is 1, second finger is 2, 3, and 4. So when you see on your music, you'll see the number 1. That refers to left hand fingering. Number 2. Letters, I, M, and A, refer to right hand fingering. Generally speaking, at least at the beginning, each finger will be placed on the respective fret. In other words, first finger will generally be playing on the first fret, second finger, second fret, third finger, third fret, and fourth finger, fourth fret. That's a very general rule, and you'll find quite quickly that the fingers will be playing on different frets. But generally speaking, in first position, if you have a note on the second fret, you'll use your second finger. When you're actually pressing a note, playing a note, it's important that you use the tip of the finger, that you're not playing flat like that, but that you use the tip of the finger. And you press just behind the metal frets, not in the back here, but this part of the fret. The metal bars here are actually what's called frets. Although when we refer to a fret, I might say put your second finger on the second fret, which means the space behind that fret, even though, actually speaking, the metal is the actual fret. So you wouldn't put your finger on the fret, but just behind the second fret. So just using the tips. And you'll find that especially the second and third finger, are at right angles to the neck. So this knuckle is almost directly above the string, rather than like that. It's more like that. Second finger. The first finger and fourth finger, because they're a bit shorter, tend to be flatter. If you tried to bring them up, what would happen is these other two fingers would almost flip over. So you can watch or use as a guide your two fingers. Now, what happens when you use the left hand is that by placing a finger, let's say on the second fret, we actually make the string length shorter. So in other words, rather than the string beginning here and going to the bridge, it now would begin here and go to the bridge. So that now that the string is shorter, the pitch is higher, because we have a shorter string. And the shorter the string, the higher the pitch. So if we play a note here, it's because we have a very short string at that point. Here it's lower because we have a much longer string. It's important that you don't apply too much pressure. That's a very big problem with most beginner guitarists or even many advanced guitarists. If at the beginning you can get into the habit of playing as lightly as possible, it's going to save you a lot of pain and effort also. You might try a very simple exercise at the beginning. Take any fret, any finger, it doesn't really matter, say third fret, third finger, and just touch the string. Don't actually apply any pressure, but just touch the string just behind the fret. Then, with the right hand, pluck. And you could just alternate I and M. And you should just get a thud. No pitch at all. And then very, very gradually increase the pressure. So as you increase the pressure, a note begins to sound, and you get a bit of a buzz, and then you get a clear note. That's exactly how much pressure you need. No more than that. Try that. You could try that with all the different fingers and see actually how light the touch is. Very, very little pressure. The tendency for most people is to squeeze the neck, to apply a lot of pressure, which makes it very difficult. And you get sore fingers and all the other things. So when you practice each morning, you might start with a minute or two of just getting used to the very light pressure that you need.